Okay, recording. Let me hit go live. Oh dear God.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
I'm doing it.
Put it wide.
It's going live right now. Oh, I can see chat in here, really? I'm very excited about this because I didn't know that I could see the chat. So
that seems risky.
Twitch. I know, this seems like a bad idea.
I'm checking Twitch now.
Yeah, it's taking it a second to kind of figure out what we're doing. Because it still thinks we're doing something else.
Gaelic is so fucking weird.
Is that how we're starting the stream?
Sorry. Trying to do my Irish lessons and it's just like pissing me off.
That is the strangest sentence.
I know, I feel like we start every stream like that though. Hey guys, what's going on? Hey, we're back! Game 38, very glad to be back. Thank you for watching all of the downtime sessions. We had viewers on all of them. We really, really, really appreciate that. So thank you for that. Our Storm Sorcerer Turtle will be with us in a second. Australian internet and time zones. Yay. So before we get started real quick, again, just a big thank you. We really appreciate you guys watching. It means a lot to us. We want to mention that, hey, we have a threadless store now. What's going on? If you look at if you scroll down into our kind of Twitch info below the stream, you can see there is a link there to the threadless store. It is terribleparty.threadless.com. You can get yourself a sweet All Hail the Dude Father water bottle if you would like. It also comes in stickers. It comes in shirts. There are multiple designs. We have designs for all the characters. There's fucking stickers. Look at that shit. Get yourself a Lost Marbles Lumpy Nut Milk. Because I think everybody
Go buy.
maybe don't get yourself that.
Wait, is it actually lumpy nut milk or is it just...
Not available at Starbucks. What? No.
The new drink at Starbucks.
Oh god.
Lumpy nut milk.
Other lumpy nuts are available.
I do believe I actually copyrighted it on stream, so they can't do that.
Yep.
The chunks are normal.
Oh! That's the basic thing I said a couple of minutes ago. Sid will come in 20 minutes late with a lumpy nut milk.
Oh no.
It's canon.
There we go.
Oh my god. The Threadless store, if you want to take a look, you can hit that link at the bottom of our Twitch info there. Again, terribleparty.threadless.com. Any money that we do make really just right now would go to shipping for giveaways because international shipping is a biatch as far as costs go. And we love you guys, and I still have dice that I can give away, that I would like to give away. And it's expensive. So that's kind of where that goes. Past that, it would be going towards stream improvements. Maybe we could get like a custom overlay or something. We could do something a little different with cameras, which would be really cool. So any of that money would go there. I also want to say a big thank you to Sam for being with us for the last several months as Lost Marble. Sam, is there anything you would like to say upon Lost Marble's last game for right now?
No
pressure.
I'm good. I'm good.
Damn. Okay, cold. Ice cold.
No, it's been really nice playing with you guys, and it's been so fun. And everyone's so great and welcoming. It's been nice.
We love you, Sam.
I love you too.
We love you, Sam. Don't worry.
We do. Sorry for being late.
Oh, hey!
Hey.
Speaking of lumpy nut milk.
Me.
I'm being late.
I thought we'd started an hour. I hate time zones.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Don't we all?
Sorry, guys.
Don't worry about it. It's all good. So, yeah, we were just talking about the Threadless store, and it's Sam's last game as Lost Marble, so just wanted to say a big thank you to Sam for all of that. Don't worry, Marble will come back, and we'll definitely see more of Sam, because we have some one-shot. Unless you don't want to play Honey Heist,
I do. I was just being a smartass.
So anyways, thank you guys. We really appreciate it. Tons of info that has happened, things that have happened with the characters individually or in, kind of like small groups. So it's up to them how much they share, but we will start as the party reconvenes at their stronghold in Joren Village. They have all arrived, kind of staggered. Elysia has been there for a while with her parents. Neuraxis and Ulrin and Volkar went off on their own for a bit and kind of staggered back. Marble and Seven staggered back at one point after they went on a little bit of a trip. And you guys now, I actually have the stronghold map for you. So let's just switch the So, pardon my really crappy writing because I could get the text box to work. So, this is, you have 3 main floors. This does not include this cellar, which is massive and largely empty, other than some tools and some wine casks, that kind of thing. But these are the floors for you. Here's the front door. So as you guys all kind of stagger in and reconvene, you have visitors. You have a couple of visitors. So you have 2, well, I will say one very familiar face. Leora is here and has been here for a while. So it's a surprise to some of you who have kind of wandered in and you're like, wait, what's going on? Why is she here? She's very happy to see all of you. She brought with her a water genasi named Flux, who Elysia knows quite well. And then a very tall, kind of sallow-skinned woman, huge muscles, wearing mostly just like a leather vest and leather pants and has a battle axe strapped to her back. Long dark hair, just one braid along the top. The rest of her head is shaved, and the braid goes all the way down to her knees, and it's intricately done in knots that you've never seen before. And she doesn't talk much, but she introduces herself as Leet. Yep, there it is. There's the recognition. You're welcome. If you don't know what that is, go look it up. I didn't do that actually on purpose, and then I realized what I'd done. I went, nah, I'm keeping it. I'm leaving it. So, you guys are all together. What do you want to do? Not all at once.
Where is Sid?
Yeah, am I there yet?
You are. You were last to arrive, Sid.
Okay.
And you basically walked in and said, all right, darlings, when's our next adventure?
Yeah. Thanks for doing that for me. I haven't gotten the voice yet. Yeah, that checks out.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. So, yeah, she's busted in the door. Just her. No eggs. Just the turtle.
And the monkey.
And the monkey. Yes, can't forget about the monkey.
Sid?
Yes.
What is going on with you and 2 White Dragonborn?
I don't know. You tell me. Why would you mention 2 White Dragonborn?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe because, related? Well, sort of. We had adopted them when their parents... It's a whole thing. Why are the twins after you?
As you, say, that you're related and stuff, you, notice her, visibly get tense. You see your claws kind of itch, towards her staff, I think. And then she says, you don't say. Interesting. I knew there was a reason why I didn't quite like you at the start. Still haven't made up my mind about it yet, but...
I didn't adopt them. My parents... that's not the point. What is going on?
Are you close to them?
Well... not so much. They're a lot younger and... they've always been sort of a force unto themselves. I can't really blame them with everything that happened when we took them in.
I see. Do you know where they are?
Nope. I would guess a ship, since apparently they're pirates now.
Yeah, they call themselves that. Interesting. I feel like you and I definitely need to have a talk about that in a while, but it does appear we have guests currently.
I'm sorry, before the guests, are you trying to kill people who are related to me? Because I feel like that comes before Leora and Elijah's other friends. That's not...
I thought you said they're not related to you by blood.
I mean, they're still... I'm a Dragonborn, it's complicated.
Do you have an issue with me if I kill them?
I mean, I'd at least like to know why. If they've done something to wrong you, then justice is justice, but I'd at least... I mean, I grew up with them. It'd be wrong of me not to start looking around like, is anyone gonna help me? Like, I don't... like, how do I explain this? As like... it would be real and reasonable for me to be like, yeah, whatever, just murder my adopted siblings. That's not a problem. Like,
can I do an insight check on Araxis to like basically see if he's telling the truth, or like where does he stand in regards to like his siblings and like his reaction to me saying if he would mind if I killed them?
Yes, you may. Roll insight. Neuraxis roll either deception or persuasion against whatever it is you're doing.
Oh, that's just an 8.
Okay.
I don't have good insight.
let's see, 20 persuasion.
Okay. Persuasion.
Yeah.
He seems legitimately shaken by what's occurring between the two of you. There's an obvious tense atmosphere. He doesn't look threatened. It's more combination of shock and confusion because his entire world is getting rocked at this point.
Okay.
So you're saying that she has your siblings? Your brother, sister?
Yes, they're twins. Brother and sister. I didn't even know one of them could sail.
Oh, they can both sail, all right. They have enough experience there. They had enough time there. Tell you what. Since I am not that familiar with you or the rest of the group yet, except Ulrin, I have seen him without his pants on.
Wait, what?
Elijah, please, not right now.
That's what we're paying attention to.
Since since I've just recently been invited to join this group for a bit, thank you for that, by the way, Ulrin. I'm going to stay a bit with you and learn a bit about you, especially you, Green Boy. And if I decide that I can trust you, you and I will have a talk, and I might tell you a thing or two about your siblings. For you might not like it. At least I hope you won't. But I don't know if I can fully trust you at this point.
Alright. No one can die until this is sorted out, alright?
Okay, back to the pants thing.
We'll
What?
see.
Wait. So are you saying she kidnapped your brother and sister?
No, they're chasing her, hunting her. I don't know. Apparently they're also pirates and they have a problem with her.
How do you know this?
Well, Kima told me that she knew of you and that apparently there was some white dragonborn after you. 2 of them, white, about my age. No one really recognized them in the collective in Iman.
When were they in Iman?
Oh, I don't think they were ever there. There's just a lot that ended up there. Asking around. But nobody else's relatives, and I'm kind of hesitant to scry, knowing they might be pirating people. I don't.
Oh, trust me, whatever they are doing, no one's happy about it except them.
Gotta be honest, that kind of tracks.
Would you like to send a message to them?
I'll send a message to them one day.
I mean, at least let them know that you're alive. I don't know if they know that you're alive or if you just now found out that they're alive.
I've checked on some of them. There's a lot of us, and every time I check, there's the chance that it doesn't go anywhere, and they're dead, and that's kind of a whole thing. Like that's like a lot to deal with. But anytime you scry on somebody, I should probably check though, right? Because it might not be them.
It might not. Could just be some other dragonborn. There's a lot of them, just like dwarves. Yeah, we're all related. We're not all related.
That's true. I mean, Banar's a white dragonborn, and she's not riding around on a pirate ship trying to kill you. No offense. Not that I think they're trying to kill you. I mean, they might be. I don't know.
Oh, they are definitely trying to kill me. What? How much do you think they would care about you? For I don't think that either one of them is capable of that.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, like you say, we're not related. We're just the people that looked after us. I mean, they'd probably listen to the brood mother, maybe, more than me, or dad. I don't know. I certainly don't mind trying if there's something. If you think it'll help.
I don't know yet, but it might come in handy sometime.
Right.
I will
really thought this was gonna
definitely,
go differently.
I will definitely be keeping my eye on you. See just what kind of person you really are, and see if I can trust you.
All right, Captain.
You can call me Sid. For now, I'm currently not acting in my position.
Yeah. Well, you can call me Neuraxis. Unless an army turns up, in that case, I am a captain on land, like you're a captain on a.
I think the two are a bit different, but
Yeah,
I understand.
Just like awkwardly sits back down. Like I really thought that was going to go differently.
You guys can start to hear, and as you slowly gathered at the stronghold, it is a very late fall. You've been traveling together for the better part of almost a year at this point, and so you're seeing the seasons change and everything, and you can hear the wind pick up outside, and the door to the stronghold swings open under the force mostly of the wind, and you can actually see the start of snow outside, just a little bit, just like late fall flurries, and in walks T-Rex. He looks around.
Camel boy.
Bit of an upgrade.
Yeah.
I heard some things. Village saved, all that. It's good to see all of you. Neuraxis' face right now, just suspicion. Oh my god. I wish you could all see that. That was pretty good.
What's wrong?
Well, one, do I really only show up when things have gone to shit? Because I don't
Or
Yeah.
shortly
think
before.
so.
I mean, no.
I mean, he looks around and sees Sid, nods. Where's Hazel?
She's on her own adventures with her people.
That could mean a lot of things. I'll take that. Okay. Sure. I was hoping to talk to all of you, but I suppose... And he keeps looking over at Sid.
I give him a wink.
Right. Okay, then.
Oh,
Is it-
sorry. Captain T-Rex. Captain Sid.
Hi there.
Pleasure.
Be polite, she throws lightning.
I can turn into a camel.
It's true.
It's fine.
That's awesome.
Interesting skill.
Wouldn't you like to know? Well, one, it'd been a while. I thought we could get caught up, and two, thought maybe we could get caught up. There's a fair bit happening, and might be of interest. You guys have... He keeps looking around. We're out in the open. Is there somewhere quieter, more private, perhaps?
Oh, sure. Warren, upper floor. Oh, sorry. You've all... But just follow me.
Right. Understood. The furnishings here are very rudimentary, so they're sufficient for your basic needs. But if you're wanting to get any kind of upgrades, there are carpenters locally you could contact to get better chairs, tables, beds, that kind of thing. You could spend a little bit of money doing that. You guys have had some time to explore. This is an immense stronghold. There are more beds and rooms here than you have need of. Elysia, which tower have you taken?
I think the
Is it the upper
second
left?
second
Upper
floor,
left.
upper left. The
Okay.
one that looks. It's a closet. I'm just saying it's a bookshelf.
Yeah,
Kinda looks like a
there
bookshelf
is
to
a
me.
in the second floor there is this room
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, I'm guessing that.
Yeah. Okay.
I think that's.
And you all have moved some furniture around and kind of figured out exactly where you want to go. Marble and Marble. Seven will just, is kind of trailing after you. This man who's walked in, dark blue skin tiefling, horns that kind of curl out like a ram's almost, long tail with a couple of piercings in the end of it. Very formally dressed, not robes and not traveling clothes. It's kind of a combination thereof. He looks like he could have come out of a cleric order. He looks like he could have come out of a mage college. You don't have any idea or get any kind of inkling his profession, but he's clearly important and known to the rest of the party. Except for Sid. Sam's just nodding.
So why is this dude Ram here?
He's
Dude Ram.
old friend. He and Elijah are in the same circles. Yeah, club.
He's in a club?
Well, he is a part of an organization that I want to be a bigger part of. Let's just leave it at that.
So you want to turn into a camel too?
Is it a book club?
I assume so. I mean, that's been my working theory.
Book club isn't actually the worst description of it, is it, T-Rex?
It's... Sorry, I was just writing down Lost Marbles Book Club.
I can't read!
You're right, yeah, I know, that's why it's really funny. He gives you a little side glance. I mean, I tell you what, looks at you, Marble.
We do.
It's an organization that is interested in keeping deadly and troubling magic items out of the hands of people who would use them to hurt others.
Cool.
Yes, it is.
So why are you here? We don't have anything. I mean, we don't have anything dangerous.
No, but I go way back with some of these folks. Hence the camel thing. Which I am now realizing isn't much of an explanation at all.
Nope.
It isn't.
And
I'm kind of used to that by now.
Marvel, you watch him go. He winks real slowly, touches the pendant that's kind of hanging in the right in between, like right on top of his collarbone, and turns into a two-humped camel.
Ooh, I go and scratch under his chin.
He just drools, sneezes on you, and turns back.
Oh yeah, thanks.
I forgot. Someone's gonna have to clean. You're the prestidigitation. Just no more. No, that is gross.
Yep.
Not in our house.
I
I mean,
mean,
you did rent me, so, there's that.
I mean, let
Okay.
phrase that differently.
I understand. It's that sort of relationship. All right.
Oh,
not
again.
We all have our preferences. Narexis.
You know what?
So
No, look,
it's-
I
don't
just got
worry,
a discount.
it's
No, that's
fine.
not. That doesn't.
It's
Look.
fine. I don't. It's totally fine. Oh, I hope you still paid him for his services appropriately.
Oh God.
What? No,
Oh no.
Oh.
Especially while he was a camel.
Wow!
Oh yeah, Sid's going there, baby. There is like Sid has seen shit. There, she won't judge. It's all fine. As long as it's all like in consent, it's totally fine.
Sid. No.
Yes.
He was a camel. We thought he was a camel. We rented him to go
pull a
to
cart.
the desert.
Mm-hmm.
Then he turned back into a dude. Oh, we never took that cart back.
We never did.
Nope. It's probably lost to the sand dune at this point.
Oh, yes.
So, if you can, like, magically turn into a camel, are you still for rent? Like, could I rent you to go somewhere?
I mean, it's not exactly... We're not in the desert, so a camel might draw attention. Where you want to go?
I don't know yet.
I can also turn into a giant eagle if you would prefer that.
I think we're going maybe to Whitestone. We're gonna figure out specifics, but...
I mean, I have a job I'm supposed to do, but I tell you what, if you do need fast transportation, I could probably drop you off on the way.
It doesn't need to be fast, just needs to be comfortable.
We have friends in Whitestone, Marble.
Oh.
Well,
I don't.
Volcar has family in Whitestone.
He's just nodding. Yep,
is he
cousin.
from Whitestone?
No, Torkel. He'll be easy to find. He's the dwarf with a gun. You know what a gun is?
Well,
I mean, I wasn't really sure what a gun is.
The weapon the Imperialist had? Kind of like that.
Yeah, it's a pew-pew thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's a boom thing.
I just pulled the pistol out of the bag.
There you go.
Yeah, that kind of thing. It's a boom boom.
And then put it back.
Mm-hmm. And the guard from the Delacrane mansion, the watch lady.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot her name. I gave her a good sword so she wouldn't die on the road.
Yes, you did. Hold on. I want to.
Her name is Robert Polson.
I want to say Agatha. I think that's right.
Agatha.
Wait,
Christy?
No.
Agatha Christie.
Really disconcerting.
It's in my notes somewhere.
And then there were one.
Yes. Yeah, it is Agatha.
Hey.
Christy?
That's on a different character sheet.
Secretly, yes. She's been inserted into my D&D campaign.
Gotcha.
On the sly.
Unsecretly, no.
Yeah, when he's a camel, you have to call him Hubert.
Yeah.
Okay. You know, that's a good name. I've been thinking of names lately, and Hubert is a really good name. I should consider it.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Renata's gonna kill you. That's all I have to say about that.
Oh no.
Renata's gonna fucking kill Marble for Hubert.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh, I love it. Okay, so you guys go up to the second floor. There is this kind of war room style setup here in the middle. And as you guys walk up the stairs, you do hear Alicia's father. Sounds like he's reading out loud in one of the small studies off of this room. And you hear her mother go, "Oh, I really like this story." And they continue on. Alicia, she's been calmer over the last few weeks.
Yeah.
There are little bursts of her personality coming back through. You suspect largely because now she's in a more stable environment.
Yeah.
But she has been drawing, reading, studying maps, giving you... She's such a historian. She knows some of the history of this place and this valley. Talks about some of the myths around the mountains because of, way back during the Jurassic Wars, how demon blood supposedly washed across the mountains and it killed the fields, and so she's been talking about that in pretty good detail, just things that she's recalling, but you guys hear this exchange as you walk by.
Elijah will just like smile quietly to herself while she hears this, because even if her mom doesn't remember her, she's still really happy to see that she's getting better. Or
yeah, just more personality coming through.
yeah,
a little bit flashes of the mom you remember. Yeah, it's encouraging. So you guys go up to it would kind of actually be right here in this building. Big windows on all sides that you can see. And because the rest of the rooms are just hallways and bits of the tower. And you take a seat. Tirax sits down. So, I've been everywhere. Wildmount, Marquette, across the oceans. I think, from what I'm being told through Allura and some others, you all have stumbled into something a lot bigger than what I brought to you. Feels like ages ago now.
you could say that.
I feel a little responsible. I set you on this path, and if it's caused you any grief, I apologize for that. I've been re-examining the work that I do, and as much as I respect Uric and I respect the Pansophical, I'm starting to wonder if perhaps I shouldn't just walk away and go be a farmer or something boring. It's a lot to take in, and I don't even know the whole story.
I mean, it's not that boring being a farmer. You get to watch things grow. It takes so long. You just watch it grow for like months. So fun.
This is true.
Mm-hmm.
Little house on a hill somewhere sounds good.
Or a tent in the woods.
I was never good at camping. Too many rocks. Too many bugs. The reason I'm actually here, 2 pieces of information that I wanted to pass on to you, and I thought it would be better in person. One, deep concern. It was a rumor, and then I confirmed it. Apparently, the Crystal Chateau has suddenly been closed to the public.
What?
They
Oh, sorry. Did that cut out?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
kind of hard.
He says, it was a rumor, and then I confirmed it, but apparently the Crystal Chateau has been closed to the public.
Ew.
You can no longer go there for research purposes. They are not accepting any new students, haven't in several months. And they've stopped all excavation processes in the desert, which were largely fruitless anyways, but odd that this place, which is basically runs on its own, would just shutter its doors and become extremely secretive. So, and considering your journey kind of started there, thought you may want to know that. The other rumor is that around Ankarel, Jamansa Ord has actually made getting in and out of the city difficult. More guards, more inspections of wagons, and that there is tension between him and the chateau. So, do with that what you will.
Why do you suppose that is?
Jaman and the Crystal Chateau have always had a tense alliance. They're what I would probably consider fair weather friends. When everything's fine, it's fine. They exchange information, all well and good, but they have their own agendas. If I had to guess, somehow the chateau has provoked him, possibly by the shuttering of their doors. And I don't know. Beyond that, Jaman's led that city for so long. it's impossible to know what types of things that they're getting into. So, the second part is more troubling. Vasselheim is calling for a council of continents. I need everyone to roll history for me. I will roll for Volcar.
Yay, 2 for Sid.
Woohoo!
17 for Elisha.
17? Okay.
7.
11.
Oh no.
3.
Oh god, what is going on?
I have a -2.
We're not that smart right now.
Volcar got a 23.
Oh, thank God.
Yay, the bard!
Bards!
Yeah.
A +9 and had advantage. Volcar goes, yeah, I was a little worried about that from what I was hearing. And he told you guys a little bit about, he'd been traveling around with Barnacle Bards and get back on the road, doing shows, all that stuff. But you also now have been around Volcar enough to know that he keeps his ear to the ground for information that might be intriguing or interesting or troubling. And he says, yeah, that's not happened in centuries. And T-Rex says, that's the problem. It's not happened in centuries. It's basically a conclave. They call forth the leaders of the continents around Exandria. That hasn't happened very long. I expect you will want to be prepared. Vasselheim will not, we'll say, take lightly to having their status as the cradle of civilization be questioned. And you all have certainly drudged up some things that are making people have questions. So just be ready. It's largely just Vasselheim calling for this. They are annoying and tend to stick to their guns. But if the others don't agree, then it won't go anywhere.
It's like the same as when they were worrying about Journey like goes and he's taking bits of paper off the wall in the war room and throwing some, writing on another one.
Red lines connecting everything.
Mm.
Danny Carr, holy shit, y'all! He T-Rex looks troubled himself about this. And just says if they do succeed in their plea to make this happen, you could very well be called to testify.
I mean, they can't make us go, right?
Oh, they could.
Allura knows everything we know.
Well, and that's the other problem, is that if you get called, she gets called. Yurik gets called. A lot, and these types of conventions, there have been smaller, nothing to this degree, there have been smaller things. After Thordak was defeated, the heads of state all met and set up that alarm system. But that was mostly done, as protection for the world type of a thing. You're going to have a lot of egos, a lot of very pissed off people, and these types of endeavors tend to attract saboteurs who could resort to anything from rumors to spiked food to sneaking into your room at night to try to stab you in the eye. Are you familiar with the College of the Mastermind?
Nope.
I'm not surprised.
Intelligence check?
It would be history again, actually.
Yeah?
Yep.
They say college. And
It's not my worst
he just looks at Volcar You're the only person I know that went to college.
Marvel, -1.
15.
Okay.
Oh, 7 again. Right.
Oh, I actually got an 18.
Okay. Volkog got a 25. I'm rolling really well for him right now. He says, yeah, they're a shady bunch of assholes. They really are basically bards who are called in to be assassins. It's not a formal college per se, it's a loose grouping who get along until someone pisses someone else off, and then there's a duel or someone stabs someone in the middle of the night. That's, yeah. It's not a formal thing. You kind of get, he says, honestly, I was never really that material. Tend to be a little more outspoken. Not really stealthy. But, yeah, I've heard of them. Known a couple of people. Mostly decent people who get kind of indoctrinated into it, get out pretty quickly. Or they wind up dead. Not my thing. T-Rex just leans back in his chair and says, so, fun. Thoughts? Plans?
So you're saying that we're getting blamed by politicians for something that's happening?
Vasselheim, right. Lauded cradle of civilization,
I'm
right?
aware of Vasselheim.
Yep, gods, temples, basically, that's all they're really into. Hold the religious power in Exandria. And they, most of them, even the ones who are ascribed to some of the, I will say, quote, nicer gods, Bahamut, the Wild Mother, the ones who are a little more based in justice or natural power, even their higher-ranking clerics and paladins and heads of orders really don't like having their power questioned. It's all they have. You dedicate your entire life to the belief in a certain god whom everyone knows exists, and he's looking very directly at you, Ulrin. And then suddenly you get told that that god perhaps wasn't the original? That they're some people are reading this as an imposter? That these gods are god killers themselves? People tend to skew that information pretty quickly to, oh, now you're calling into question my entire set of beliefs, my entire life dedication. You could see how that could rankle just a little.
I think we have a problem.
I would agree.
Ulrin, how many of those messages can you send in a day?
I could send a couple. Probably like 2 or 3.
I can also.
I need to let Banar know what's going on. If she sees heads of state moving or passing through, that gives us a good clue that they've signed on. There's more than enough Dragonborn in the city, we might be able to get an answer, unless... I mean, Volkai, you know people and things.
I can contact Theona. She's actually... We were hearing, not something that dire, and he's looking at Tyrax, but we were hearing a little rumbling of some discontent, I'll say. People hunkering down, attending temple or services more. Which I normally would attribute to the whole post-Thordak thing, but... And that's the other thing. And he looks around and he goes, who's talking? That's the other thing. Doesn't Laura and all these people want to keep this under their hats? This seems like dangerous information.
Like, who's been... Like, we haven't told anyone else than Laura, haven't we?
I mean, I told Kima.
Yeah, but...
She's with Allura.
Yeah.
Although she is also a paladin.
I'm guessing Allura would have told Kima anyways, so...
That's true.
Sid?
I am pretty sure I'm still a bit confused, don't really know about the whole picture thing. I'm pretty sure what I know. I haven't told anyone, but I got like really drunk that weekend and I look at Ulrin. So like, I'm not entirely sure what happened most of the time, but I'm pretty sure I didn't mention you guys. Probably.
You can start with that. If you're gonna...
There was a lot of drinking that weekend.
A lot of drinking.
Mm-hmm. All I see is calculation. This is everyone trying to calculate what this all means.
Yeah, because...
Who else?
Terex just leans forward and he goes, and I do believe we have a wolf in the hen house somewhere.
Who else was at that meeting in the top of the tower? Those Tofu Pretoris, Allura.
You had the Council of Iman. Assume. Who has saved your butts a few times.
Yeah.
Salda, Taldore, of course. Tarek says, but potentially who has pieces, maybe, of the story that they're skewing? Or they're adding up on their own. Sorry.
Sorry. I look at Pokey and I ask him if he has told anyone.
He kind of just taps you on the top of the head and goes, mm-mm.
All right, your story checks out for now.
I mean, I've talked to two of the elders in my clan, but I didn't really talk about you guys.
How would Vassalheim?
And I'm not actually sure what we're talking about, so I don't think I've said anything wrong.
Yeah, me neither, really.
I can think of one dark paladin that would benefit from sowing chaos.
Oh no. Tim again, isn't it?
Derex is looking very expectantly at all of you. Oh, do tell.
Is it that guy that we met a while ago with the weird, like,
we met
gave
him
you the
here.
symbol thing? Oh.
Remember?
Great.
And then his face changed and he flew off, and then
creepy.
he came back, and then we broke the sword and
that's
that
right.
whole thing.
What?
It's got to be him.
I mean,
you know what you could do though? You could talk to Dust on the sidewalk, because she knows everything.
Dust. You mean Dust on the road?
Yeah, that one.
I mean,
I mean, she can see into the future and everything, so I'm sure she knows everything.
I'm not sure she can see into the future.
She can.
Do you have proof?
Rex just like looks at Elijah like, but I mean, you can, so.
Yeah, through studying and hard work. I don't think she used the same techniques as me. I don't believe.
I mean,
Ah.
she's amazing. She uses like every technique, and she knows everything.
Are you
I'm pretty
or
sure she
someone you
talks
know
to
a
like.
divination wizard? You can get that gear in our threadless shop right now. It's horrible. Sorry, I'll stop.
Divination wizards. Yay.
So, what you're telling me is that there's a paladin running around who knows more than he ought to.
Bear with. He like digs in his pouch and pulls out the actual like shiny metal symbol that he gave. Like he does owe us me
That is a symbol of the
a favor.
Strife Emperor. Lovely. Fantastic. We're fucked.
I mean,
Thanks.
he did help us kill Radishaz and make sure it was just an earthquake instead of an army of demons.
Thank you, Alicia.
Forgotten that.
That's alright. Damn, though. This is...
Oh,
Yeah, this can be bad. Alright. Do you have a... I mean... Is it out of the realm of possibility to call him, summon him, trap him, and interrogate him? Could that be
Yeah,
done?
that'd probably be a good idea.
Is that something that we could potentially... I mean, you have fortifications here.
There are also people there.
Fair. How dangerous is this guy?
Considering he made us open the sword that freed Relishas, it's him, yeah, dangerous.
I mean, he didn't he did turn up with a pair of flaming armored suits at his beck and call.
He's dangerous.
Yeah,
But he's not harmed you.
Mentally,
No.
yes. Physically, no.
Oh my god.
He might be mean, but he's good to his word.
It's about the right thing for a certain type of paladin. Paladin of the Strife Emperor. I don't like that at all. That's extremely dangerous. We weren't totally sure who was responsible for the freeing of this entity from this sword. And everyone just goes, eee. Oh god. So you were there when it happened, right? But he was involved.
Mm-hmm.
You're telling me he was involved.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah,
did it.
let's blame it all on him.
Wasn't
we were innocent bystanders. We had nothing to do with it at all.
We were worried about bringing the item all the way back to do what we did with the sash because it was whispering to people in their heads. Right? That happened to other people, right? He's like looking at them like,
Yep.
please. Well, I'm sure it was happening to Hazel. Anyway.
Okay.
It was bad. Definitely. It was definitely bad, and we thought we could just break it there and be done and solve the problem. So.
And what did we learn from this?
Don't break swords.
Bring items back to Uric so they can be contained.
But it was.
Oh, but where's
like,
the fun in that?
If I had drawn and then it had in my head and then with the stabbing and
I think your Dragonborn's flustered. I'm not understanding what he's trying to say.
Neither do half the time.
Fair enough.
From my experience, that happens often.
Ah, well, I mean, where is the sword, or what's left of it now?
It's mine. You can't have it.
I think perhaps I should.
It doesn't do anything now. It's just broken piece.
Are you sure about that?
I mean, I only have one piece. I put the rest in the bag because I figured if it was all together, it might and
he just
stick back
holds
together.
out his hand.
It's mine. Why does everyone keep taking my thing? This is why we don't hang out.
I give him a high five.
Perfect. Lovely. Thank you. Your paw
You're
is
welcome.
So warm.
I know.
Wow.
Taking my it's not
No access. Right. And how are you? Are you absolutely certain that this thing is dead, inert, whatever word you want to use? Are you completely positive about that?
I killed him with radiant magic.
It's not talking anymore. Also that. Also the whole killing it in that too.
Also, it really is his. You cannot just take stuff like some common thief.
I mean, he's not
I think by the right of the Pansophical, I can take whatever I please, but don't make me do that.
Now, your truth is your problem. Don't you come in here to our building threatening us.
You broke a sword, let out a god, caused a massive earthquake, people died. Camel got set on fire. I think I can have the sword.
Neuraxis, we can get you another sword.
I mean, out of character, we do have the other sword that's in one piece that I'm definitely not saying anything about, but in case anyone has forgotten, I'm just being honest.
I have forgotten about that. So, yeah.
I'm just being honest.
Give him this sword and give him the other sword too, Neuraxis.
You can have that one, but the Wave of Sorrows is in one piece. One of these things is much worse than the other.
True.
Elisha, when remembering this, Elisha will just Neuraxis, give him the sword in plural.
Wow.
He takes the takes the Marilith sword out of his belt, hoping that no one will say anything, and sees the look on Elisha's face and just slowly puts it back again.
The tiny gnome staring up at the very large dragonborn and being pissed. Well, pissed.
Love it.
Don't tap your foot at me. I did. Fine. Give me the bag. Starts pulling out the the hilt comes out and there's 8 or 9 pieces of blade. And, digs around in his coin pouch and pulls out the last piece of the blade.
I like the final little puzzle piece.
That's one.
Put it down on the table. The other one. There's 2. She said swords, plural.
Fine. Jammed his hand in the bag. It's no real care. Whips out the great sword like a huge whirl.
Okay. Okay.
This one hasn't said anything.
But we can still give it to them so they can check it out and see if it's evil, even if it hasn't talked.
Angry gnome is best gnome.
What do you intend to do with these swords? Are you inspecting them, or?
Well, 1, I didn't know there were 2 swords, and 2, I was interested in that, and he points at the broken pieces, because that is from the same, we'll say, era that the sash was from. These are dangerous objects. Do we forget that I work for the Pansophical, that I work for the entity that wants to take bad magic things and make sure they don't do bad things to people?
Mm.
So yes, I would like to see it because this was in a mountain, right? This was socked away somewhere.
It,
Allure's knowledge of this was a little not complete.
like kneels right down to like whisper to Elijah, and he's like, "That is the one that brought the dragon back to life, right? That's that one."
I think so.
Okay.
We've had a lot of
I have
swords.
no idea.
Well, it was torturing Hazel's friend when she held it. And it also might have kind of, sort of, brought a
Loose
dragon back to life.
fragment of a god who then set a city on fire? Do we not see how dangerous this is? Even broken. The possibility. What if someone could reforge this? Imagine the damage they could do.
That's why it's in the bag.
Or the good they could do.
Yeah,
You
I may have made inquiries about putting it back to...
Neuraxis!
It doesn't talk. It's just... I mean, look at...
When did being able to talk become a measurement of how evil things were?
I mean, the tomb screamed in my head and made my eyes bleed. And then
That's
the
true.
sword told
I did.
me that it would help me conquer a new
Draxus.
Draconia if I would just kill my friends.
Question.
Oh, alright.
Did the god helmet
Now
talk?
the truth comes out.
Hey, the god helmet didn't kill me. The god helmet...
It
Yeah, you're
did.
welcome.
Hey, I didn't listen to the sword, did I? He looks at all...
I mean,
Amazing.
that's no excuse to keep it, though. Just let him look at it. It'd be fine for just a second. If he tries to steal it, I don't think he'll get out of here.
Look at how nicely made it just...
I know, it is very nice, but I can make you something
It's
better.
very pretty.
It should be on a wall somewhere.
Could probably sell for a good price.
Yeah, to remind everyone as players what this thing looks like. It's a massive greatsword. So Gratschar is a massive greatsword. There are 3 giant, like the size of big eyeball rubies in the hilt. This thing was made for a large entity, and then so putting that together, because you never saw Ralashaz in his true form. You saw him inside Camian's body, who's a just medium-sized, regular-sized tiefling. Looking at this thing, you realize it was meant to be wielded by a large creature. Very large. The hilt itself is double the size of any standard hilt, at least. So in pieces, this thing takes up the entire table. And even then, the hilt kind of hangs off the edge a little bit. Sid, those rubies are worth probably 50,000 gold each.
Oh yeah, I was actually gonna say, while everyone's talking, Pokey's definitely trying to swipe one of those rubies off the sword.
Okay. Oh god, it's right in view of everybody. So, have him
He's
make...
probably not gonna do it good, but...
Okay, yeah, have him make a sleight of hand check with disadvantage.
Does he get anything added to it?
Yeah, he would have a +4.
Okay.
Or
Yeah.
what's your passive?
Probably beats it. That's a 12 only.
Oh yeah, my passive's
Oh,
18.
Jesus.
18, yeah.
Yeah, even I see that. That's
Yeah.
I don't see that.
Some of you are occupied looking at the sword, talking to Tyrax, trying to figure out what's going on. Ulrid and Neuraxis, you both see this monkey start to try to reach for one of the rubies.
Hey, no.
Abu, no.
Rude, that's not his name.
We don't need lava flowing on us all of a sudden.
Yeah.
You just...
Can I pull the monkey off the table?
Yeah, he clambers up your shoulders and sits on you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he's
I scratched him.
baring his teeth at Naraxis and Allrin.
Yeah, it's fine. I scratch him. You're good.
Don't worry, we'll find something later to heal, I'm sure.
He just not happy. There's a monkey. All right. I'm not Uric. But I do have this. And he pulls out what looks like just a little emerald. It doesn't there's nothing extravagant or interesting about it. It's, probably like the size of a small coin, the size of a gold piece. Well, if it's broken and no longer going to do anything, this won't hurt it. If it's got any latent magic, power, hostile effects, we'll say. And he's looking around. Maybe just be ready.
Snaps the axe into existence, drops it onto his shoulder.
Got my shield and my hammer out, ready.
I put my staff out.
Spell.
Elijah behind me.
There you go. Okay, spells. All right.
Heathen.
Seven's got an arrow knocked. He's like, I don't know if this is a good idea in this small of a room, but we'll try it.
Wait. And this new spell would. Do we think something bad is gonna happen, and do we think I'll need my highest level spell for the rest of the day?
I mean, probably not, unless it makes lunch.
Nope.
I don't.
Okay, nope. Then we're gonna guess something. Nothing happened. I'll need to cast it.
Okay. You guys do notice Ulrin has a really beautiful new warhammer. That seems to be made out of that same kind of black rainbow slick material that you pulled out of the sands of Marquette ages and ages ago.
Oh, what?
I mean, they'd see it, so it's definitely not your adamantine warhammer. Okay, so just of note. And you watch T-Rex go, well, 1, 2, 3, and drops the emerald, and you expect it to hit the sword, but it actually hovers just over the middle part of the blade. And it starts to spin in this counterclockwise motion, slowly. And then the longer you look at it, the faster it starts to spin, and you get a little almost dizzy, and you kind of have to look away for a second, because there's this vertigo-inducing effect from watching what's going on. And there is a flash of light, and you go blind for a second, that white light that sears the inside of your eyelids and the back of your eyeballs. You blink and have to clear your eyes, and you look down, and the sword has reforged itself.
I thought you didn't want it reforged. I thought you said it could be bad reforged.
Well, yeah, I didn't think that would happen. And he pulls the gem off and goes, "Oh, it's dead. All right." I'll be honest, I was not expecting that. I thought it would just give us this is really just a magic detector, for lack of a better word. It's one of Urik's little creations. It's a little more efficient than detect magic. It can detect all kinds of magic. It can detect secret walls, panels. It does all kinds of little things. And I just figured if there was any inert or latent residual effects, that it would give us an idea of what it was. That was not supposed to happen.
Well, it happened.
Well, yeah, so what should we do with it now?
Hang it on the wall.
I'm gonna cast Identify on it.
Identify. Okay.
Yeah, just to see what properties it has, or if it has properties.
Sure. Yeah, because I don't think I ever gave you guys that card, did I?
Nope.
You can have it now.
Because it was shattered. Yay! Card.
Uh-oh.
Gotta catch them all.
You guys can have it now. This is a hell of a sword. So it's popped up in the journal there. Gratschar. It's a artifact.
Oh, it's not really that great of a sword. I mean, it's just a sword.
It's fine.
Just looking at Naraxis trying to be like nonchalant about how fucking crazy this sword is.
Make a fucking deception check.
That's probably a good idea.
Naraxis, you can roll insight if you want.
Absolutely.
Oh no.
Wait, what's it called?
Gratschar.
Yeah, that went about right.
I, as a player, know what that is.
That's
I
pretty
lost sound
story
for the last
accurate.
minute. What happened?
I rolled a 1.
Natural 1.
11.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jesus can't lie.
I'm not lying. I'm just kind of trying to get him to not pay attention to it.
Sure.
Like the eyes
But
are...
still, like, trying to deceive him to not look.
You can see the
Look,
like,
a pigeon!
the dragon pupils, the like treasure. Like,
Naraxis, don't touch this thing.
I won't. Not until you tell me it's safe.
Naraxis, technically you cannot wield this thing.
Too big.
Too big. Yep. It's actually meant for a large creature.
Holy shit.
Thing weighs probably 60 pounds. It's like, yeah. If the table were less sturdy, the table would have broken by now. It's about, I think it's about 8 feet long. Yeah.
Cool.
It's ridiculous. Yeah.
It's too big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ignore
I mean, I
that.
could wield the other one, and he's like,
You broke Sam! Good job.
I thought it, like... Don't they change size whenever you attune to them?
This is not a standard magical item, but good try.
yeah, not always. Sadly.
Well, fine. Fine, magic.
No, I give you guys so much shit. You have so many magic items, I can't even. I've been
It's
very
true.
generous.
I mean, that is true. Like, swoosh is the crazy accent.
However, I will say, Ulrin, you're not getting any magic off of this. Other than just the
Gotcha.
fact that it's a magical item. You're not getting any hostile effects off of it.
Like a being inside of it, or
Screaming to be let out. No, you're not
weird
getting
shit.
any of that.
Yeah, weird shit that's gonna like make Naraxis go ooh.
Yeah, let me kill everyone now. Kill party, you say? What?
Why would the warlock be vulnerable to these kinds of
I
things? I mean,
wonder
honestly, who would?
Who would have thunk that? So the sword's there. Where is Wave of Sorrows?
Probably also on the table, but,
Okay.
so that the other way, so that it's not the hilt isn't going to push it off the table.
No, put 2 deadly magical items next to each other and see what happens. That's fine.
Maybe we can put them together.
Oh boy.
Ooh.
2 negatives makes a positive, guys. Basically.
Yeah, but I mean, the thing that would probably really freak Ulrin out is when Narax takes it out of the bag. He's like swinging it around with one hand, but it's a great sword. So- okay,
But
puts it down on the
but
table.
how? What? Huh?
I will say
Wave
that
of Sorrows is bad.
it's a bad sword. It's gorgeous. It's kind of it's a great sword, but it has this curve to it that would that's almost mimicking like a scimitar. And Alicia, you're starting to feel a little queasy.
Yeah, I don't feel so good, you guys. Can I try and do like? I'm trying to think if I have anything that would help me figure out what. Do I know what was making me queasy, or am I just feeling bad? Like,
No, and I actually need you to make a charisma saving throw for me.
question: is this against magic?
Yes, it is.
Yay, I get advantage.
Yay!
Woo!
Woo.
16.
16. That's a fail.
Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good.
Yeah. Oh God, that's horrible. Sorry, Tom Holland. That sword, Wave of Sorrows, is pushing on your will, and it's angry. It's almost that you almost get thrown back into this memory of being a little kid and breaking something of your mom's, and your mom getting really mad at you, and then she apologizes for yelling at you, but there's no apology here. This is just pure pissed off. It wants you dead.
Oh, fuck. I'm just gonna... Can you guys handle this? I'm just gonna leave the room until you've dealt with that sword, because I don't want to be in the same room with that, because that thing wants me dead, and I don't really want to die at the moment.
No, that's not the one that talks. Nerex is like pointing at them. Like,
It wants me dead. Trust me.
You start to leave Elysia. In the back of your mind, you hear, "I will be your doom and your end."
It talks, Nerex. It talks. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna go downstairs and like box on them until they deal with that, because I don't want to know. And try. First, I'm gonna go downstairs to see if distance helps, if the sword stops talking.
Okay.
But if it doesn't, then I'll come back. But if it does, I'm gonna sit downstairs.
Go down the stairs. Stand in the main room on the first floor. Wait a second. I don't hear anything. And you feel instantly better being away from it.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna send a message. I'm gonna use sending.
Okay.
And send a message to Ulrin to say, like, hey, the sword is making me feel bad and is really angry at me. I'm gonna stay downstairs. Message me if there's something I can do. I'm gonna stay down here until you've dealt with it.
Alright, is everything else okay? Are you, you're not injured or anything? Of course, she doesn't answer back.
Right.
Nope. I'm gonna yell upstairs. I am fine.
Very distantly, you hear her say that. Yeah, Tyrax is... Okay. Put that one back in the bag.
Yeah, that it freaked out Elijah is makes Nerex like, nope, don't like that thing anymore. It's like, this sword's great. Oh no, it freaked out the gnome. Nope, no.
Shut that down for now. Now, I can take that and have Yurik lock it away. Which might not be a bad... I have my own, and he pulls out... It looks kind of like a bag of holding. He always has it with him, but you just never really knew what it was. And he says it's a similar kind of thing, but it has a dampening effect on magical items. That might... It should do the trick to get it to Yurik.
I mean, I could try and... Is it going to be safer with Yurik? Or where it came from?
What does that mean?
I mean, it's not from here, right? So I could banish it away?
I'll put it this way. With Yurik, at the very least, he can try to break it down and figure out... This is the weapon of a dead god, right?
Ixnay on the... We don't know who we could... I suppose we're all here. Okay, yes.
Yeah. Sid, you have no fucking idea what they're talking about.
Yeah.
But it's a very good story.
Yeah, I'm listening. I think Pokey tried to steal something off the other sword as well, but Sid pulled him back this time.
Okay. Let me know.
Not because she doesn't want him to steal anything, but because she doesn't want him to get hurt.
Let me know if Pokey is gonna go pick anybody's pockets or anything like that.
Yeah, I'll send you a private message on Discord.
Awesome. So the Wave of Stars is sitting there. He says, Yurik has capabilities that no one else does. It's the reason he's the head of the Pansophical. It's the reason why people go to study under him, because he has so much knowledge. And I will also remind the players that you've been told that Yurik has one of those Kira lore gems that belonged to Istis and Ioun. So, just as a reminder. He could study it, he could break it down and try to strip it of its negative effects and leave it as a weapon, so that you could then maybe re-enchant it. That's a possibility. I don't know whether it would be successful. This is a wholly unique item. We don't have anything else like this. You've not plucked any other weapons off any other dead gods, have you? I know you had to think about that for a second.
Technically, no.
So, if you want even the possibility of being able to use this and in a reincarnation of it that would be for good, you could send it to your banishment. There's no recalling that. And there's no guarantee that banishment would work on this item. If it's not of this world, would it truly work?
Also, who's to say it doesn't go back to its owner, or back to a realm where, evil things reside?
Exactly.
Kill it? Oh, yeah, okay, maybe. Alright, fine, open your damn bag. Rex just, grabs it off the table and picks it up.
I need you to make a charisma save, Neuraxis.
Oh,
There's this queasy feeling that comes over you. You look a little more green.
Actually,
I almost said green. I was like, shit, he's a green dragonborn.
I am our best bet for this. I will also use Dark One's own luck.
Oh shit, okay. Fair
This
enough.
seems important. Alright, roll. And then... So, 25.
Ooh, okay. Because that 17 wouldn't have cleared it. You push back, you can feel the bile in your throat, and you push back, and you guys actually watch Neuraxis kind of crane his head, and his wings start to unfurl just a little bit. You can't even, you're not even doing it on purpose, Neuraxis. They just kind of start to curl out, and the sword, you hear, "I will find you and kill you. You are not my wielder."
Yep, you and everybody else, buddy. And you go.
Yeah, and you manage to get it in the bag, and T-Rex just goes, "Right, okay, dangerous items, fantastic. I feel very much like just a courier at this point for bad magic shit."
I mean, yeah, that's...
Well, you are a camel, so it is a bit fitting.
You know what? I deserve that. That's a fair point. I'm gonna take it
Should
back
we
to
be
you.
keeping a list? Is two demons wanting to kill us enough for a list?
Can ask Sid. She keeps all kinds of lists.
True, but X is not here right now.
Yeah, you never know that. I could just show up anytime. Eggs is the villain of the campaign.
The keeper of lists. Oh no.
X is everywhere.
It's true. I am everywhere. I see everything. I don't know where that fucking voice came from, but apparently that's just how it is now. The other secret.
I think once the sword's gone, Rex will stamp on the floor. It's fine. You can Elijah, it's
Dragonborn.
Did I hear that?
Yeah, armored footfall
Okay,
up top.
there's like
I'll
sled
walk
rail
upstairs then.
clanking and like.
Yeah, you still feel just the slight after effect of whatever this sword did to you, Elijah, but you're okay.
I did not like that. How can you deal with people talking to you in your head, Alexis?
No, that when we told that one that it was going away, it threatened to kill me. It didn't talk to begin with. I will it the first time I picked it up, and the second, and the third. But just this fourth time when we.
That was the trick. The fourth time.
Haven't you learned basic like even if something has happened 10,000 times does not mean that will happen 10,001 times.
Well, it usually does.
I mean, yeah. I assume my armor's not going to talk to me, and I've been putting that on for like 5 years. Armor, not my arm. My arm is.
His arms had other problems.
It's like, yeah, my arm did talk to me, but that's a different thing.
Sorry,
my
I
axe
think
does, but it doesn't threaten to kill me. It's like a whole thing.
Sorry, I don't think everything is right yet. Carry on. What are our plans now?
I also need to warn the keep at the crossroads, because they'll see a lot of traffic coming through, and if people wanted to, like, threaten us or and make me do things, I might have got some Dragonborn and some others from Imon to claim it in our name.
What?
We own the keep at the crossroads. Unless anyone challenges us. But by right of conquest, it's ours and manned. Woman held.
Are you saying SCDs invaded a castle?
We didn't invade. There was no. We didn't. There was no breaching of defenses. There were no siege engines. There was a necromancer and some sticky zombie things, but that's not.
Oh god, sticky.
Oh,
Sounds like a fun party.
They really burn.
House.
They
Oh,
really
shame I
burn.
missed it.
The STDs burn? What?
No, what? No,
It's just going downhill.
So I guess technically between this place and that place, we're responsible for a stretch of land.
A stretch of land.
Technically.
We could. I'm just tossing this out there, and I have to ask them if they're willing to do it. But we could ask parents if they want, like, to at least like keep this place open in quotation marks while we're gone. While I take care of this place.
Sure. I mean, look. I promise I didn't invade anywhere in the last 4 weeks. Okay? Is that a? Could we all just?
Wait. Okay.
Now,
Did
if
you
you
actually
say
invade somewhere?
Invade.
No.
What exactly are you implying?
So, hypothetically, technically, there are professional armed and armored people other than here holding a keep that answer to us, me, both of those things. Technically.
How did you come across this other keep? Did they just surrender it to you, or?
We killed everything that was there.
What? Okay. Whoa.
It's like pointing fingers at everyone. Like we killed everything that was there. Like
What was there?
the necromancer and the tar
It was your-
zombies and the ghoul
was
lord.
it- Yeah, your the place where you were crowned.
Right,
Jesus.
right, all right.
No, not
Crowned?
that one.
No, not
No.
that place.
Keep at the
that
crossroads.
place?
It's the
No.
place with the exploding
Lots of
like
fire.
tar zombie.
Yeah. Where you guys caught literally everything on fire.
Oh.
Yeah.
By the gallows.
There-
Yep.
We've fought necromancers several
That's
places.
true.
at
Yeah,
this
that
point.
didn't narrow it down. But
Yeah, well, there
No.
was a dark mother there, which is
Yeah.
kind of the spirit of a necromancer, and then she was controlling it was an old bandit camp, like this old keep that had been abandoned. Kima had kind of known about it, and said, yeah, at one point, the Arms of Amon had used it, but they pulled back a little bit away from it. It was in bad repair, and bandits had taken over it. You guys found the dead bandits. And then after the jail, you fought the jailer and everything at the one crossroads. Yeah.
Right.
well, now the
I mean-
Legion of Draconis own it, so we own it, so it's ours. And also here is ours.
All right, that's cool.
And Imon gave
Yeah.
some land in Imon to the Dragonborn. I don't own that, but they are my friends. It's complicated, but we might be more important than we were when we started.
Just a little bit. T-Rex is watching this entire exchange and going, right. I don't know about any of that. I was hoping that perhaps I could stay the night. The weather's looking a little iffy. Don't really want to try to fly in this. We can get caught up. Oh, that was the other thing. It is amusing, but in a morbid kind of way. And honestly, it's kind of your guys' fault. With all of this talk about gods and belief and people questioning all of that happening, we've had a few crackpots come out of the woodwork who claim to be new gods. One guy said he was the god of birds and all things that could fly, and then proceeded to jump off a 3-story roof. So, just as a note.
That's not how this works.
Okay, I'm back.
So,
Ugh,
so if I say I'm the god of fire, I could suddenly like just jump off the roof.
no.
No.
What did I come back to? That was the first line I heard.
Probably,
Like-
trust me, probably doesn't make any more sense in context either.
There are some crazed tinfoil hat people claiming that they are new gods of things because we've told them that gods can die and be new. And be old.
Yeah.
There's a lot of confusion, and people who have a looser grip on reality are falling, unfortunately, or succumbing to illusions of grandeur, we'll say. Also, and I have this, and he presents an envelope. It's in Urick's handwriting, and he says you can. But basically, it's a letter. Urick would like to know what you all want to do. He realizes that the situation is beyond one person's or one claim or religion or set of beliefs. So basically, the question is, do you finish this quest? Do you try to find the other items, destroy them, lock them away, resolve this issue once and for all before it overcomes the world? Do we tell everyone what's going on? Do we just be blatantly honest about what's happening? Or do we hide everything? Do we act? Do we ignore Vasselheim? He's asking because he is uncertain at this point what happens next.
I recently learned that ignoring a situation doesn't make it better.
I just feel my heart breaking all over again.
Because sometimes you just have to talk to, that council people. I don't know what we're talking about, but sometimes you just need to talk.
Getting drunk together also helps, in my opinion, in my experience.
Isn't that just the same thing?
More or less, just a little bit more fun and more nudity, usually.
Says the turtle who is mostly naked.
Yes.
Oh.
Well, I have my belt and my hat on currently, so I'm in a respectable state. As respectable as it can be.
Is the belt around, like, the shell?
I'm imagining going, like, under the shell, because otherwise that would look really weird if it went, like, over the shell.
This is...
Yeah.
See, this is another one of those biology physicality questions that we had about a halfling and a tabaxi. I feel like that's...
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Marvel. I feel like there are physical questions that just sometimes you have to let your imagination do what it will.
I have so many questions still. I have no idea
I've
what's
asked this
gonna
question
happen.
to other people and they said small cat.
I don't know. I've just been assuming Sid is like an old Donatello. That's the...
What makes you think she's old?
I don't know. That's just been my assumption. This an old Ninja Turtle. That's basically...
Everything I ever wanted right there.
I really want to make a rogue turtle now. Just to make a Ninja Turtle
so
in D&D.
Is that not the... like... Anyway,
Yeah,
the religious
really.
center has a problem with it.
Anyway.
I'm pretty sure that vote goes to the Dwarven Messiah.
I'm sorry, what?
What do you think we should do about Vasselheim? Literally the only priest in the room.
Now, in some places, they do call me a priest. But that is maybe not like the kind of places that come into play here.
I don't know.
You know, I read about that in the book Hazel gave me, and I'm still slightly confused.
Well, then maybe you can accompany me to one of these places someday.
Oh, God.
You lose more than
Trust
just
me,
your
it's
pants
gonna
there.
be better than a book.
Well, we are going to meet carvers. I assume. Anyway.
No.
I hope not. I think the best thing to do for Vasselheim... maybe we should just fix our problem, like, finish what we started, and then show that, that's not a big deal. And then maybe by the time they get all the politics out... I'm not too big on the politics of religion. I've never been into politics. I hate it. That's what cast me out of my home to begin with. So I don't really have the right answer, and
A politicians threw you out of your home?
essentially, yeah, the laws did.
That's rude. Oh.
Hey, now, look,
I thought they just came into your house and threw you out.
Not exactly.
not all politicians are that's not the... I mean, we're talking proof, right?
To us,
And
yes, it makes.
And what if they don't like whatever you approve of and just decide to have you all thrown into prison and or tortured and or executed.
Prison, I think we can get out of. Tortured, not so much. Killed, no idea.
Well, if you get killed, I can just I have this spell that brings you back, but you get you don't come back in the same body, but I could get you back.
Maybe I'll get taller.
So if you all die, you can just send me a message, and I'll come, help you if you die.
Don't think that's how it works. But thank you for the offer.
You're welcome.
I don't intend on letting anyone kill me or try and kill any of you. That's not a... No. Mm-mm. No. I need more soldiers.
Maybe. Okay. I vote that we try and find the remaining items that we're looking for, because that is a clear goal. That is
treasure hunt. Now that
easy.
I can get behind.
Ancient treasure. I mean, that's not the point, but...
Yeah. No, I say we do that, and I can let... Yeah.
Oh, speaking of treasure, and I drag out the chests. I forgot to give this to you guys. It has a little bit of gold. About 10,000. So, there you go.
Finally, all this talking is getting interesting.
T-Rex, you can't have that. That's not yours.
It's 10,000 gold. Some of the gold pieces very old. Different designs on the currency, but yeah, it's all spendable.
I think we grabbed maybe 500 of it just to have some starting money.
7 took a little bit more than that, but not much.
Yeah, I'm also gonna take a fair amount for myself and X portion of it.
Elijah's gonna hit Sid's hand and say, we share this equally.
Well, yes, at a fair amount.
That's party money in the party bank or something.
Not
party on a boat with Ulrin though.
No. This is going into the party fund, which Ulrin keeps track of, which means that if it goes missing, we'll know who took it. And Elijah's
serious
just staring up at Sid.
You could say it's money to keep STDs alive.
All right. Now, I'm not sure about the serious party part. That sounds kind of lame. But the STD part, all right. I can get behind that.
We really need a name. This place needs a name.
We need a better name.
We need that. We can't go to a meeting of nations and can't introduce ourselves to. Oh no. Nope.
The T-Rex is kind of looking around and says, well, here's the thing. You find these items. I'm assuming you know where they're located. You're talking like you have an idea. Because otherwise it would be, well, we need to find them. It wouldn't be, we need to go get them.
We know the general area of 3 of them that I can think of at the top of my head.
The red armor is...
We know Kraghammer. The giants outside Dagger Bay, and the ship.
Ooh, what kind of ship?
An undead, crude, green cloaked, scary death ship.
Yeah.
Oh. Wait, is that?
What are you
how
owing?
is that? Is that enough description for me to like put 2 and 2 together?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, I might have some information about that.
Good. I vote to take that after we've gone to Kraghammer.
Wait, the twins aren't on that ship, right?
Not to my knowledge, no.
Okay.
Not yet, anyway.
Why would you? What, Owen? Why did she say that? Why you could have just?
Didn't say anything. Words were put in my mouth, and possibly other things.
Amongst other things.
Elysia, you watch as the monkey comes over and tries to palm a couple gold pieces out of the chest.
I use Mage Hand and slap him away. No. Mage Hand and just like, no.
He actually tries to bite the hand, and then runs over and sits on your head.
My head?
Yeah.
Keep my eye on it because I know my passive perception is shit. So I'm just like constantly looking at him.
There's a warm feeling now running down your head.
Roxas? Can you remove this monkey and please have precipitation on me before I kill something?
Oh god, is that smell what I'm thinking? Oh,
Yep.
Oh no, that's not okay. Come here, fella. And he just like fully just like grabs mailed hand, like try and bite at me, or you like just swings him into
No,
the
he
air.
doesn't bite you. He just he scampers back over to Sid. It's not an STD game unless a monkey's trying to pee on someone's head.
I say to Elijah, oh, don't worry about it. That's how he shows that he likes you.
Elijah,
You're welcome.
Can I roll an insight check on that? Because I do not believe it, but
Sid,
I
deception
know
or
her
persuasion,
insight.
whatever it is.
Oh yeah, I'm not even sure if that's a lie.
That's a 13.
1 second. Damn, why am I rolling so shitty? That's like... Oh, that's just a 10. With a plus 8.
I don't believe.
Yeah, are you telling the truth or not? Just think about it.
Just to think about it.
Probably not.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I think it was not like an aggressive gesture. I think it was he's a mischievous little guy.
It wasn't an
He
aggressive
didn't do it-
lie.
Yeah, it wasn't an aggressive act of peeing. It was just like a little... just like a little...
It was
cheeky
passive?
act of peeing.
I'm not sure that's better.
I mean, he didn't shit on you, so...
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Or did he?
Worse.
That's not
No.
better. I don't know.
The monkey, Pokey runs back over to Sid, and you just see him, Elysia, he looks right at you, and he flashes 1 gold piece and tucks it away in his little pouch.
Did I have to remove 1 gold piece? Do I have 1 gold
it's
piece?
negligible.
I have a gold piece.
It's negligible.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Okay.
Yeah.
T-Rex is watching all of this, and he says, so, you know where some of them are. I will also remind you, know where the scroll is.
Oh yeah.
You know where
Gilmore's
the scroll is.
Brother, cousin, whatever it's called, has the...
yeah.
The Margrave of Kymel.
Yeah.
yeah, 'cause he
Who used
Imagine
it.
Dragons, everything.
Uh-huh. You just don't know the nature of the scroll. And that particular item is of interest to Volkar, for sure. He was directly told that is supposed to be his. So you know where these items are. You collect them. I guess I'm wondering is how does that resolve the larger situation of our gods, whom so many people believe in, aren't the original ones. This is a... How does that... How does that story end?
I think that every person has to figure that out for themselves. That is a question of their faith. If it's not strong enough, then that's their problem.
And I would agree. But it literally is rewriting history. And all of you...
What is history but a bunch of stories?
Well, there's living proof in front of you, and he's looking at you very seriously, Sid. And Marble, because you guys don't quite have the full story here. All of them and the missing member, they're not of this world.
I know that.
I mean, so far they've been pretty fun to hang out with. I wouldn't quite say out of this world. I need to spend a bit more time with them to be the judge of that. But fair.
Celia. Oh my god!
I mean, DJ was pretty entertaining when he was partying with us. So he threw down some sick grooves. So some could call them out of this world.
DJ? Who's DJ? What?
She's just looking right at Oren.
You have to tell us what happened that night, but not now.
I mean, it's true. Whether they like it or not is their own problem. It's true. We don't have to go around yelling it in everybody's face, but that information is out in the world, right? And it's up to them. We just don't go kicking around, wings out, magic dwarf halo flying, screaming at everyone that...
You're into some interesting things. I think I've underestimated you.
Nothing would be gained by yelling at the world that their gods are second-hand. We can know we're right. Does it matter what anybody else thinks?
I agree.
Me too.
Mm-hmm.
Me for.
And yet, already, just rumors have convinced a couple of people that they need to try to jump off of roofs. You've got clerics.
It sounds very fun.
Not if you can't fly. You've got clerics questioning their faith. Rumors become a snowball effect. And I'm not proposing one thing or another, but if clerics leave their temples, if the idea of belief starts to fracture, what does that do? What kind of harm could that cause? I only ask because I haven't gone through something quite that similar, but when my husband died, I questioned everything. And people do that all the time when something traumatic happens. They question their point, their purpose, and you all have gone through something much, much bigger. And you're still standing here. Other people aren't of such strong wills. You don't have to have an answer now. These are the types of things that I rattled around in my brain after he passed away, and I was largely responsible for his fate. So...
And what And what conclusion did you come to in the end, if I may ask?
Wasn't a good one for a long time. And Yurik, I found purpose with him. So perhaps giving people something else to believe in is an opportunity? I'm old, and these things rattle around in my mind. I hope that whatever you decide to do, you don't lose track of who you are. You all are a very special bunch of people who have done a lot of good, letting loose a god that set Camel on fire notwithstanding.
Also the earthquake. I mean, yeah, sure.
So, yeah. While you all are contemplating, the door to the study swings open a little bit, and you see Berna poke her head in. You have another guest. Dust has something for all of you. If you
Sidewalk.
Looks confused. Sure.
Uh-huh.
I mean, if you have a moment, she would actually like you to come downstairs for a moment.
All of us, or?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
You head down to the main floor, and while you guys have been talking with Tyrax, deliveries have been made. Dust is coordinating all of that. People are bringing in food. There are wreaths made out of pine branches and pine cones. Everything smells like pine and cinnamon. There's a little bit of snow being tracked in, but it's on stone. It's not a big deal. People are piling up goods for you in the various corners of the first floor. And she's kind of pointing them. And all this. Sid, remind me, have you met Dust? I can't remember.
Nope.
Okay.
Don't think so.
What you see, sorry guys, is a larger tabaxi, female tabaxi, kind of lynx ears, and the bright gold eyes. She's wearing all kinds of gems and everything, wearing purple and blue tunic and robes, and is kind of pointing everyone, all these villagers. Ah, my friends, come.
What is happening?
The villagers wish to show their appreciation for everything you've done, and word has maybe gotten around that you don't have a lot of supplies yet, or things to make this place more homey, so they've taken some time to bring by food and some wine and some ale. The pub offered up a couple of casks, and then these beautiful decorations that they're hanging up. It is their way of saying thank you.
I want to look at all the food and see if I can find any of the nuts that you need for lumping up milk.
Okay, make an investigation
Oh,
check.
okay.
Great. 15?
15. You do find some of the components. You are still missing that one specific type of kind of coconut-sized nut to do it.
Dang.
But walnuts, almonds, you have, and there's fresh milk, fresh cream.
The quest
I still-
continues.
Yeah.
Still need that nut.
I feel like the storyline will eventually be that swamp cows and lumpy nut milk are somehow tied together.
I think so.
The milk part of
And
the
they're like-
you need both.
So they've brought in all of these fresh ingredients and foliage for all of you.
Um,
Well, that's nice of them.
that's really nice.
You look confused, my dragonborn friend. Why are you confused?
Where'd they all go?
What do you mean?
They've been dropping stuff off. They can eat some.
No, it's for you. They have their own families and their own dinners to get to. It's getting late.
Okay.
And that reminds me. One other little thing. Call it a gesture from the Moonweaver. And you guys watch her eyes go that pure black a little bit. And she raises her hands and all the torches and the candles in the room start to slowly flicker out. And this darkness seeps in. But it's not a cloying darkness. It's almost comforting. And you watch as one and then another, and then suddenly it's dozens of little lights hang in the air just below the ceiling. And it's like she's starting to duplicate the night sky above you. Constellations start to appear, and then shooting stars, and this big stunning silver full moon. And you hear the sounds of night, an owl, insects chirping, frogs croaking, and the entire place is lit up like this. And she motions behind you, and you notice that a table has been set with a dinner. I hope it helps. That it brings you a little solace. There are so few chances for that feeling lately, it seems.
It looks beautiful.
Thank you. Like I said, it's just a little gift. It's a little token of my own. And then I do have these. And she hands Sigrid a bag. You can hear something jingling in there.
Me? Yeah. I open it.
Sorry, Alicia. Gosh, my brain.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that was
Oh my gosh. I'm so sleep deprived. You person, you character who person play.
Yeah.
God damn it. Yeah, you open it and there are flat circles of pewter. Almost look like discs. About coin-sized. She says they are, you have so many people handing you things and responsibilities and symbols of gods and blah, blah. I thought it might be nice if you could make these into whatever it is you wanted. But they have a neat little ability. She says you can send messages through them to each other. So no matter how far you are, they're like little sending stones. Watch. She picks one up and she says, Oren, go to the other side of the room. Go somewhere else. I send you a message. Go, go, go. Go, go.
Oh, alright. I'll walk
No
over
further.
the other side.
Go.
Alright.
Keep going.
Oh, alright.
Okay. He walks away, and then you hear her through the stone. It's kind of tinny, but you can hear her, and she goes, Now come back, you silly cleric man.
I walk back.
Okay.
Just kind
Did
of
you
like.
just send him away just to make him?
Yes,
Why
I
would you-
did.
Question: is this like when you're talking to one, you can hear it in all of them, or
Are they paired to each?
are they
They all talk to each other.
Yeah, so you can't like have a
Yeah.
private conversation with two of them.
No,
if you
no. Everyone would hear it. But,
No, I was just.
Ooh, that could be quite awkward.
Well, I mean, don't be telling secrets to them, you know, it's a secret.
That was not what I was imagining, but sure, let's go with that.
She says, however, and this is a fun little thing. I like to do fun little things sometimes with this. And she takes one out of the bag. She says, you can reshape it, you can do whatever you want. But you can make it look like anything you want so that people don't try to steal it. So if you want to make it look like a little symbol that you wear around your neck, you could do that. And she shapes it into a little symbol of the Moonweaver. Just by thinking about it. She just seems to, it just kind of reforms itself. You could make it look like anything. I don't want, this is not something that I want people to steal from you or take from you and then try to use it for nefarious purposes. So.
I have no idea why you're looking at me while you're saying that.
I would never, Captain. Never. Never.
I see you've heard of me.
I know.
Well, it's because she knows everything.
I was going
Naval
to
Captain.
say...
Please, there are two of us here. Let's be specific.
I do actually... Oh, my apologies. So sorry. I do know quite a bit about Sid. I have heard details.
See? She knows everything.
I tell you what. One, do not drink with her. She drink you under the table, and then you lose your clothes.
Oh.
And she's looking at Ulrin. He knows.
Oh, I didn't lose the drinking competition. My pants got stolen from me.
Isn't that the same thing?
That is not exactly what happened. But, I might tell you sometime.
I could tell you. Apparently, there are several members of her crew who think you have a cute butt. Don't ask. Anyways, these are for you. Yes, you can talk to each other through them. Just no telling secrets, because everyone can hear it.
Well, how many are there?
There are 8. Couple extra just in case. Never know.
We could send Hazel a message and leave one here so she can come by and get one.
Julia, get ready to play 2 characters.
Okay.
No, not now. No, it was just like
I'm always ready.
When Hazel is passing by, she can come and pick up one.
That's going to happen at some point.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
I'm stealing myself for it.
So, enjoy your dinner under the stars. I hope you find what you're looking for. I worry about all of you. The Underdark is no place to play around in. It's very dangerous.
Yeah, we're fine. Right? It's like... Right? It's
Make
like
sure you
looking
try
at
to-
everyone.
She's looking at Ulrin. Make sure you seek out the righteous dead.
I've heard of them.
Make sure you find them. She's with them.
Thank you.
Of course. Enjoy. Drink, eat, talk, sleep in. You'll enjoy it, trust me. It's going to be the best food you've ever tasted, I promise.
Is there booze?
Plenty.
Wonderful.
All the alcohol you could possibly consume. There's even some really good brandy, I think, somewhere in there. All right.
I'll take you up on that challenge.
I will be at our little temple if you need me. But I think my purpose is to stay in Jaren and take care of the people here. So I will be here.
Tread softly told me to say hi.
She did.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen her. I need to. Is she still with the clan? Yes?
Yep.
Still with the clan. Leading it. Being a badass.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, mostly knitting, but yeah.
That's right. She's about to become a grandmother.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's very sweet.
Very, very soon.
I love it. We talk on occasion, but I've gotten so busy. That's bad of me. I should talk to her more. I will go talk to her now. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Enjoy your party. And she
Yeah, we're probably gonna leave afterwards, but
swing by and see me if you need anything. Yeah.
will do.
Excellent. She walks out the door. It's a full-on snowstorm at this point outside, and the door shuts, and you guys have this stunning effect that's happening in the stronghold right now.
Let's get shit-faced.
Woo! We're gonna be rolling Constitution saving throws.
No.
Yeah, this is you all's party dinner to do with as you will. It's
Question for Sacred.
Ah,
Is Elijah standing upright right now?
yeah.
Marble is gonna, like, not sprint, but, like, run walk towards Elijah and yell, "Trust jump!" and, like, jump into her arms.
that's a strength save right there.
Please be a 1. Please be a 1.
Oh, I really hope so.
I love it.
Okay.
But if we take disadvantage because I wasn't paying attention
There
and
you
my
go.
passive is shitty, it's a 0.
God.
This might be the best thing ever. She is blindsided by you just bull rushing her, Marble, and you and you just watch the gnome disappear under a ball of fur.
Praxis just looks at Ulrin. It's like, no.
Volkar's already tearing into the food. He's like, "Get over here! It's really good."
Hey, leave me some of that. Come here.
Oh!
Sorry, Elijah.
Why would she do that?
So I had this dream, right? In this dream, you said that if you did a trust jump on someone, you knew that, you'd, like, create, like, a trust bond thing. So I tried that. It didn't work.
No, because I'm... No!
Size doesn't matter.
Oh my goodness gracious.
You broke me.
The secret's done. Yeah, the table is set with glowing candles, and there's all kinds of dishes and desserts. The table's almost groaning under the weight of all of it. I mean, it's basically a Redwall feast. Like, it's a Brian Jakes Redwall feast. It's amazing.
Elijah's gonna ask him, like, are we okay with inviting our guests, or are we just gonna be like us eating?
Oh, of course.
Because we have a lot of
where is
guests.
Leora?
Oh yeah!
And my parents should probably get some good food too.
That's true.
Oh yeah, that strong woman and the Genasi thing should join.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah, Flux. Should,
big
yeah.
lady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should probably ask them why they were here.
Well, you know.
Or do we know?
Alicia, you know.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, and you guys have been told that they were sent specifically by Allura to be your research team. So that as you guys have questions, or as you come across things you can't decipher, runes, languages, whatever it may be, because Allura isn't always contactable, she wanted you to have that support.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, should we ask our other
Yes.
people who live
The
here?
more the merrier.
Yeah,
I
Bull and
have
Burner
a-
do live on the grounds.
I have a gift for Leora if there are new homework doers.
Homework doers.
Elisha will probably just like run around the house and gather everyone up and
Ring the dinner
invite
bell.
them to the
Yeah. They all start to come out of the 3 researchers were locked away in one study, just kind of poring over anything that you guys have given them. The big woman, Ulrin knows what she is. I don't know if you want to share that or not.
Nah.
Okay.
Nobody's asked, so I
nobody's
assume
asked.
everybody else knows.
No. No. None of you have, except for Ulrin and Volkar, you've never encountered someone who looks quite like her.
It's a big yellowy
Not in
nerd.
books?
I don't know. It's just...
You would have to make a history check on that.
field. 11.
11. Not sure.
Yep.
She's taller than a standard human. Her skin is this kind of has this yellowish tint to it. In our modern parlance, she would almost look like she has jaundice, but she's not sickly looking at all. She has huge arms. She has huge, like, Xena arms. She looks like she punched through a wall. Great axe strapped to her back. Really nothing remarkable about her clothing other than it's made out of all leather. Like this kind of strange, almost reptilian looking leather. Okay. So everyone comes down to dinner. Is there anything anyone wants to do while this is happening? I assume you're all talking and eating and
Drinking.
Trying to lighten the mood a little bit.
I want to find Araxis at some point.
He's probably, like, hiding behind, like, a boar or something, eating strawberries where no one can see him.
Oh, that hurt. Oh my gosh.
I sit down next to him, and I pick up a strawberry and start eating a bit. Then I just pick up the Cookie Mansion thing and just slide it to him on the table. You should have this.
Like, rummages around in his bag and slides a draconian ring the other way.
What? What's this?
If you ever need help, a place to stay, or a friendly ear, there are enough of us now that know what that means.
Okay.
Find the people that look like me, not the same color. Maybe I should tell Seven. Just Dragonborn.
Okay. Lizard people. Got it.
I should tell Seven.
He nods and says, I got it. Don't worry about it.
I pick the ring up and I put it on a finger that it fits on.
Fits on your index finger.
Ooh.
They'll do their best to help.
Thank you. That's very sweet.
And say hello to Agatha in Whitestone. Tell her the Dragonborn hopes the sword is keeping her safe.
Will do. Seven, can you remember doing that?
He's already making notes. Got it.
Cool. Good.
And well, digs around, like pulls out some gold. Tell Volkar to take a break sometime. Hands it to her.
Torkel?
Yeah.
I should. Oh wait, does he work a lot?
Yeah.
But he needs gold?
No, but maybe he'll spend it on a break.
Gotcha. I'll give it to him. Is there anything else we should do?
Be safe, Marble.
You too. It's been really fun traveling with you guys.
He just, like, sticks out his hand.
I hug him.
Like, the arm that's, like, squashed in between them.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
But you have to remember to say the magic words when you open the cooking mansion.
And do the pose.
He does not know either of those things. He's like,
I've written down, Seven has written down instructions, and I give him the paper. Here you go, you have to follow this. You have to say, go cookie mansion, and then you like hold it up into the air when you do the thing, right? So you're like, wee!
oh, I thought it was supposed to be like a door handle. You just kind of.
No, I don't think so.
Oh.
Yeah, you in the back of your mind, you feel like you hear Hazel saying, "Remember to do the pose."
Oh, God. But then, for you, a door handle would be over your head, but for Norexus, that'd be like 8 feet in the sky. Like, no one will be able to get in the door.
You could also say when you throw it on the ground.
I'm gonna
So
throw
you
this.
go,
You
go,
crazy?
go.
And he's got his hands. Okay, fine. And he like folds the paper.
Good.
That's it.
Good. But if you guys need help, I don't know how you are going to contact me, but just contact me. You know?
Sure. If you hear Ulrin's voice in your head, that's probably the thing.
Right.
Or you're
Yeah.
going mad, but I can't account for.
I don't know. I guess I'll find out.
Sid. Oh, sorry.
I don't usually hear dwarves talking in my head, so I think I know when. I think. But you never know if you're insane, so.
That is true. What if one of these days it isn't a sword? I didn't think about.
That's horrifying.
I'm gonna need some time, and he just like shuffles the bench and keeps eating.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah. Sid is also like over the course of the dinner gonna tell Marbles that if she ever like I don't know wants to like try spending some time at sea or if they need passage, she gives her the name of her ship and tells her that like just tell them that Sid sent you, and if they like question you or like tie you up or hold knives to your throat, then you ask for the first mate and you tell them this. And then Sid whispers something into Marble's ear to tell Dell, and it's way too inappropriate to say out loud on the stream.
Oh.
Yeah,
I
and
didn't
then
know that
she
was
will
possible.
know. Yeah, and then when you tell them that, then they'll know that I sent you.
Right, okay.
And then they will let you stay with them for however long you want, as long as you don't set my precious ship on fire.
Okay.
Feel free to set other ships on fire. But, like, not mine, please.
I need to go on a ship.
They do burn quite nicely.
Seven's like,
I should do that.
I think we could figure that out.
Yeah. I think we should do that someday. And you never know. Maybe we'll book passage when you are on the boat. Ship.
I would like that.
Anyone else?
I'll give the shadow book to Leora.
Okay. What's this?
I hear you all do the thing that Elijah does, you know a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. Sure.
Well, when we have figured things out, or learned things, or put two and two together, they sort of show up in here,
Oh.
and I figure you're all good at working things out. So with what's in there, you might work out more things, and then more things will appear, and then we'll know more stuff. You know what? I'm just going to show you. If I say a name of an old god, or I don't know if I have to think about it, but I think about it when I say it, so I'm not really sure.
Okay.
Fortubo. Fortubo is a good one. Yeah, that's. And he starts flicking through the book to see if it does the thing. So,
You flick through the book a little bit, and the symbol of Fortubo shows up on one of the pages near the middle of the book. It's emblazoned in this kind of crimson ink with the gold edging around it. And you guys do have the symbol. It's in the thingy. The thingy. Oh my god. A long day, y'all. Looks like this. And kind of a stylized anvil with a circle around it. And it just says underneath, you have half of what he needs.
See? Wait, no, this is a bad example. Maybe one that we learned more about.
No,
but still,
books don't normally do that, so not a bad example, just an unusual one. Oh, I like this.
The only
Flux,
thing.
look at this! And they start, nerding out hard.
Elisha will probably join in because I'm guessing Elisha was talking with Flux and her parents.
Yes.
And also saying to Flux that if they need more history thing, just ask her parents because they know shit and they can help, and it will be fine for her parents to have some other things to do.
Oh, a historian would be fantastic because then... Oh, I love this so much. I am going to... They look at you for a second. Is she okay?
No.
Okay.
Alexis just walks away. Okay, I'm just.
Can I help?
There's this doc physician we know who is going to talk to his mentor, who might be able to do something.
Okay.
I don't want to mess up any more than it's already messed up. And Elisha's going to tell what she knows to Flux.
Okay.
And also say that if you talk to her, don't mention that I'm her daughter because she can't remember that. But just I'm a friend.
But your dad's okay.
My dad's okay.
Okay.
He's
okay. Just wanted to make sure I
good.
knew where that line was. Okay. So I wonder. Let me ask around.
Can you do that?
Yeah, I can. I'll be very discreet about it.
Yeah, that would be amazing. Thank you.
There are some people, maybe, I don't want to get your hopes up, maybe in Wildmount who might have some skills. But I gotta check first.
Please?
Of course. Yeah, anything.
Just gonna hug her. No, hug them. Hug them.
Yeah, okay. And then you get a little, watery pat on the back.
Fuck yourself.
That's very sweet. Thank you. Your mom's delightful. I mean, she knows so much.
She does.
It's impressive.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'll figure it out. I'll try to find something. Anything, maybe.
Thank you.
Of course. Leora is fascinated by this book. You have her. She's never been paying attention. Her food's half eaten. She's left her wine. She's just flipping through it. What's this?
Asha will.
The book around, like, children's story time style to you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, this thing, I don't know if you guys can see it. You've seen this before. It was etched into the ground when you were dealing with Ralishaz in his maze.
The
2 eyes with odd little star symbols all around them.
Oh yeah.
That appeared when I got to the end of the book. What is this? There's nothing written.
We don't know.
Oh. Comforting.
Alright.
Closes the book very slowly. I'll see what I can find. That makes me uncomfortable. Okay. Just puts the book down. Right. Starts to eat again. Oh, it's cold. Damn it. Okay. Anything else? All right. What is the plan moving forward?
Kraghammer?
I mean, it seems like, right, the armor is in the hill above it or nearby. That's the easiest way to get into the Underdark. And, that looks at the dwarves. You seem like you got, stuff you want to take care of.
I suppose that that'd be the next logical place to go.
Volkar just pipes up and goes, yeah, I mean, I can get in, but points at you, Oren. Is that going to be an issue?
We'll see when we get there. I may have ways. There may be somebody waiting for us on the outside of Kraghammer to help us with that.
That would be good. I mean, I don't have a lot of ties back there. I left pretty young, but know a couple tavern owners. Probably doesn't surprise you. Couple business people. So I could probably pull some strings if we need them, but they're not strings I want to yank on unless we absolutely need it. But they're there. So just keep that in mind. Also, I like the plan of maybe, sort of, kind of, I have an outsider. I dig that. I like it. It's a good plan. He's not even being sarcastic. He's being very serious. Or we could just bull rush the doors and see if the guards stop us.
I do have some guys nearby. No, that's probably a bad foot to get off on.
How are we getting there?
That is a good question.
I mean, we don't really have... Still, be really handy if we could teleport. We don't really have... I mean, we're gonna have to go on foot, horseback.
Yeah.
I think. Especially considering the mountains. Ulrin, can we get war goats? Can we find them?
I'm not sure where
Yes,
we
please.
would find them, but I'd imagine we could probably get some. Don't see why not.
Especially if we're gonna have to scale mountains. It's way up. You guys have never been to Kraghammer. We gotta get through the valley, through the snow, and then halfway up one of the mountains to the doors, and then we're gonna get stopped at the doors. So be ready for that. Maybe crank up the charm, Neuraxis, a little bit. You and I can maybe tag team him if we need to talk our way in.
That I can certainly do.
Good. Yeah, this is a Oren. What happens when you go back? What do we have to worry about?
Well, not too sure what happens, but I do know that my cousin has taken over the forge. My mother is on the surface. So I'm not entirely sure, but that's something that we'll have to figure out when it comes to it.
I mean, were you given... Usually when you get exiled, it's come back and we throw you in jail permanently, kind of a thing.
I don't think they'd be that generous to me.
Got it. Right. Looks at all of you. Yeah, we're gonna have a hard time.
Sounds like fun.
Oh. Could upend the entire city of Kraghammer and have all of them bearing down on our heads halfway up the mountain just to get to the goddamn doors.
I mean, like, waves his hand, and Mask of Many Faces is into a... looks like a dwarf. Is this better? With this...
Oh, it's not a matter of that. It's him. Yeah, that's not really my... I'm not gonna say anything because that's not my story. It's Oren's.
We'll see. I don't suppose it'd be a problem, but we'll see. They may have even forgotten me. It's been a while, and I have changed, apparently. When I talk to my mother, she says I look completely different.
Well, that might work in our favor. Yeah, we'll have to figure it out. Are we gonna swing by and you want to see her before we head up?
I think that'd probably be the best idea. She said she has people that could help us get in.
Perfect. All right. So get to your mom, plan, figure it out, find war goats, storm the gates, kill them all.
Oh, I like that last bit. I mean,
War.
I like the war goats part. I've never even ridden a horse before. This is gonna be great.
Oh.
I think we could find a war goat big enough. Eyeballs, you Sid. Shell might be an issue, but we could probably make it work.
I always do.
Sounds good. So, we getting horses? What are we doing?
Maybe in the morning with
Yeah.
stables.
Sounds good.
Yeah. First, let's get drunk.
And drinking
I'll
commences.
stay away from that, but feel free.
Okay. And drinking. Seven actually also just has one and says, Marble, we may want to go easy if we're going to take off in the morning.
I'm just having milk.
That'll work.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna just go to my forge. I'll just pat Neuraxis on the shoulder and nod to Elysia and just kind of make my way down to the forge and be alone for a while.
Stress Forge.
Pretty much.
Ord's therapy.
Never drink and forge.
Hey, I like that. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna write
Top
that
tip.
down too. There you
Another-
go.
Another health and safety sign from this.
Oh shit.
Actually, it would be really funny if we had a health
Accident free since.
Yeah. Okay. So, dinner lingers. Those of you who want to stick around and drink and talk and try to take advantage of the scene that's been created for you here through whatever it is that Dust on the Road does. I'm waiting for the day that Alicia rolls really, really well on a check of some kind and starts to unpuzzle Dust's origins.
One day.
Oh god.
One day more.
Another day, another destiny.
So, all
Thank
of
you.
that, you guys go to bed. Marble in the morning. 7 gets you up early. You guys pack. And he says, we said our goodbyes last night, so are you good?
Give me 1 minute.
Sure.
And I druidcraft a flower crown and hang them, like one for each person on their doorknobs. Before we go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Now I'm ready.
Now you're ready. All right.
Yep.
You guys have all your supplies and your gold, and you leave the stronghold. It's very early. Just the market is just starting to be set up for the day. Pass through the market area, through to the bridge that leads into Jaren Village, and he stands at the crossroads with you, and he says, "Oh, looks like north. Snow slacked off, so that's good. So,
Yep.
ready to go?
Yep. Let's go.
Let's go. I want to see the sun tree.
Yes.
Let's go see the sun
I
tree."
think. Yeah, I wanna see if I can I've heard you can talk to it.
Oh, that would be cool.
I want to talk to it. I bet it's seen a lot of cool stuff.
It probably has.
Mm-hmm.
We should go try that.
Yep.
And Marble and 7 take the road north to head to Whitestone. You all wake up and decide what you're going to do in the morning, secure horses and all of that, and we will pick back up in 2 weeks with that one.
Yay!
Yay! As a note, so yes, it is Marble's departure, but I'm pretty sure we'll see Marble again. I have this suspicion.
Unless I die.
No! God damn it, Sam!
She could just slip and fall.
Oh my gosh. I'm not going to do that. As a note, our next game is on May 26th. That is Memorial Day weekend here in the U.S. However, I'm also going to point out we are also using that game to help promote Lawful Stupid's Min-Max Mankind charity drive. They are raising money for lots of different organizations. You can either donate on your own and let them know. So we're really just using that stream to help promote that. It's a really, really great cause. So thank you to Shane and everybody over at Lawful Stupid for that opportunity. And as part of that, as I promised, I'm going to roll a D20. And no matter what I roll on here, let's see what we got. I rolled a 17, so I am actually going to, I'll round that up to 20. I'll donate $20 to the ASPCA because I'm trying to help raise money for some abandoned and abused doggos, kiddos, horses, gerbils, poor abandoned sweethearts of all manner domesticated animals. And all of my proceeds from my Threadless store through June 7th are also going to be donated to the ASPCA. So if you're looking for general D&D gear, I have stuff for classes. It's HalleyTheDM.threadless.com. Some fun stuff. I need to get myself a Grave Cleric shirt on my own because I play a Grave Cleric in my regular home game. So and don't forget terribleparty.threadless.com. And also, if you have a free Amazon Prime subscription that you can afford to throw our way, that would be really, really cool. Like I said, all the money raised right now would be just to going towards improving the stream. And I want to give away some more dice, but I don't want to restrict it to just US. I would really like to keep doing international, but shipping's rough. Is there anything you guys want to promote, talk about before we say goodbye for the day? Nothing. Silence. Everyone is tired of varying degrees, I think. So we really appreciate all of you for sticking around. Sam, we love and adore you. Don't worry, Sam will be back. We're gonna play some fucking Honey Heist next month. I swear.
Yeah.
I want to run a couple games of that because I think that would be so much fun. So take care, everyone. Be well. Be kind to yourself and to others, please, 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 because this world is kind of wild sometimes, and sometimes the only things that we have are the empathy and the sympathy and the kindness that we can give each other. So that's my PSA for the day. Look out for your fellow man, because we all kind of need it. We love all of you. Thank you so much for joining in, and we'll see you guys in 2 weeks for game 39. 39, game 39. Get out of here with that. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Almost, yeah, we're pushing 2 years. 2 years.
Oh god.
Cannot,
you guys are old.
We're old. I cannot wait to see what happens. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.